All right, so this, I can't remember, a couple videos ago, not the one that is right before this one, but maybe the one right before that one, I said the ARO arrow was calling me. Okay, this was that deck that I was looking at. Okay, it's sitting up here. And for whatever reason, my eyes were drawn to the ARO. Okay, arrow. So I was called to pull this deck. And I just spread it out like this. Okay, this is the Circle of Life Tarot. Now this one's magical. And my son was in front of me on the floor, and I'm sitting on the couch, and I just went, "You pick one. You go ahead." And he was like giggling a little bit. He just leaned forward and did it with his nose and picked it like with his mouth, just leaned forward. And so I pulled it out, and he's in his lion pose asana, and that's how he likes to sit and like rock back and forth. Okay, it's the lion. He's a double Leo. Okay, the lion pose. Yeah, it's where you sit on your knees, legs together underneath you, and then you have your hands together down like that on your knees, okay, in front of you. Anyway, you can look it up online. It's the lion pose, okay. And he just does it naturally. Okay, this is the one he picked, okay? And I'm like, I couldn't tell by the picture, right? You know, what is that? Okay, there's 3 people. I'm like, okay. I'm like, 4. I'm like, oh yeah, the carrot looking thing. Oh yeah, that's the rod. I get 4 of rod. I'm like, 4 of rods. That's okay. The happy home card. I'm going, oh, there's 3 people, and this is the one my son picked, okay? The double Leo. Okay, there's 3 people in this picture. Okay, I know it's like a man and 2 women, but it's just the dynamic of 3 to balance the energies. Okay. Hello. Whatever. Oh, and that code that 2383 or whatever. Oh, just a few synchronous those things. A few of them. So I threw some cards. I'm like, okay, I just have to share this quickly because I'm hanging out with my son. So I just want to go really fast, really quickly. That thing too. Okay. Mercury retrograde. Can I blame it on that? The dog. It was the dog. Okay. Which way did it go? It went, yeah, Knight of Swords, and see how this Knight of Swords, yeah, that red hair, look at that. Is it focusing? I noticed my camera yeah, but Mercury retrograde, I don't know, it was like out of focus, like, so I can't tell if it's focusing or not. Looks like it is, yeah. So, red hair, okay, right? But it is this is a knight, and this is the knight that's in its I am presence, okay? This knight is like, I am the Knight of Swords. Yeah, So 4 of Wands, 3, okay? 3 people in that happy home 4 of Wands card that my son picked, okay? With his mouth. His mouth is what actually touched it, okay? So, then we had the Hangman, and look, okay, see how the 4, which has a connection with the next card, which is 13, the Death card, which reduces to 4. Okay, this isn't just, oh, stalled animation, there's a delay. It's major arcana, okay? There's a lot going on in this card. See all the roots down here? Get your crown to the ground. Get in touch with Ro, the roots, mother. Okay, the computer of the earth. Become one with it. You become one with everything. Okay, this is the Hangman. This is the big kerplunkage, spelunking into enlightenment. Okay, so, and it looks like codes from the moon, okay? Like soul codes, past lives, all that, okay? All of that stuff comes in. Past lives, everything. Twin flame, blah, 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 blah. Okay, see, it kind of looks code-like on there, like, kind of looks like a little image, like people and different, Okay. Things coming in there on the sides. So, Hangman, okay. After the Knight of Swords. So this is someone who's coming forth knowing, okay, who they are and their I am presence. Because the next one was the Fool. Oh, and I just saw this. The little dog thing looks like a freaking tick. Look at that. Yeah? Like some Nazi regime. Goddamn. That looks like a giant eggplant, though. Aubergine. With the way it... Yeah, doesn't it? I mean, that's probably what they kind of fashioned it after, but the way his... Oh, no. Yeah. That might have just been my interpretation, because it's just like his hat in front of it, but it looks like an eggplant, right? I'm sure they probably... That wasn't by accident. That's pretty eggplanty looking, right? So... that purple, and it's on his pants too, so that enlightenment is what's moving him, driving him. Okay? And the parasites and ticks, fucking motherfuckers, are trying to hold you back. But nope. Full card with Knight of Swords. After this. Hangman time is what I'm saying, okay? Incubation period for birth. Rebirth, full card, Ace of Wands. It's like this blue vein. I was also getting like RH negatives, okay, blue blood, blue avian, bird tribe, okay, pure angel blood, the blue, okay, and it's like going up here and like touching where his head is, okay, so it's like all the information, okay, metaphysical, magical stuff that will blossom in its own time. Okay, it's like the seed. I talked about that in the video right before this one. Okay, it just needs the water, the memory to. So everything's encoded. Okay, in the root system here and in the seed. For you to be your true authentic self, you don't need to do anything. You just need to be in your I am presence. Okay. So. After that, we had Two of Cups. And this card, very interesting, okay? It looks like the Ida and the Pingala. And the Sushumna is this hollow... Well, they're all etheric, okay? You can't find them in the body, the Ida, Pingala. These are etheric, energetic, okay? So, see how they're crab hands at the top, though? And I was just talking about okay, getting back to our angelic roots. So this is like the Great Mother, Cancer, the crab, okay, that's my moon sign, that's where we are, okay, I'm feeling it, so, okay, very specific, 3 people in this Four of Wands, this Ida, Pingala, and then I'm the Sushumna, okay, the third, and, what was I going to say? Yeah, the Great Mother, the crab. Okay, yeah, because Cancer represents the Great Mother. So in the Two of Cups, it's just, okay, there you go. And then Ace of Swords in this one, Ace of Swords in this deck, it's like a piercing. Okay, and we have the Knight of Swords here, and birth, and okay, so, that's going to almost have a baby. I think, hello, big bloodline, getting ready for that piercing. Oh, and I also looked at the clock at 5:15 today, and that's code for Venus. And this is kind of like a Saggy card, even though it's Knight of Swords, but it's like a centaur, right? So it's like, and that's my rising, it's my rising and Neptune, but it's my, my Venus is in Sag, okay? So, and then, after the Ace of Swords, and see how it's like a pumpkin that represents anything with multiple seeds, like that, okay, so pomegranates, pumpkins, very abundant. Any kind of fruit, okay, has seeds, any kind of things, nutrient rich, okay, milk, honey, food, okay. natural stuff, right? So bee, bloodline, bird tribe, getting back to our roots, our bloodlines, just, yeah, our roots, getting back to roots, baby. And this card, I was like, whoa, I got like a download. I was like, well, it might have been the super glue, the hit of super glue I took right before, but maybe not. I was almost going to cry because I pulled these cards right after. And when my son pulled this card, I almost was going to cry. But I was like, I had such a nice little hit of super glue. I was like, aww, instead. So, but this one, I went, whoa, look at this looks, okay, so from this card, I was like, oh my god, that, okay. So she has like, at first I thought it was like a lion dragon look, and then I was like, oh no, wait, that's a ram, okay. It's just because its face was, it kind of looks pointed, whatever, but yeah, rams look from the side, yeah, right, very angular kind of. But the Six of Swords, so this is going away from troubled, okay, towards calmer waters, having the faith that it's going to be better. Okay, you're leaving what's not working behind, okay, and you're having faith that what lies ahead, even though it's unknown, you're trusting, okay, that it's your destiny. And this made me feel like when we're on Mars and we were leaving Mars, see how all red it looks, and she has fucking ram in her arms, okay, Mars, look at the sky, look at the, I'm just saying with the way, whatever. Okay, whoo, this deck, circle, ooh, some of you might want to get that if you're like star seeds, or, I mean, it's like got some ancient good stuff in here, okay, I mean, look at the Ace of Swords with the, I'm just saying, this is an Ace of Swords, nobody got no Ace of Swords like that, because that's the piercing, okay, and I'm like, oh my god, that's the freaking piercing, okay, we got the Knight of Swords here. And we got the two, okay? On the Two of Cups, there's actually, okay, there's two, and then there's the hollow Shishumna center. And it looks like eyes, kind of, right? From far away, kind of looks like a face, right? And that would be me. The third. The Shishumna, the hollow. So, the Four of Wands, 3. Okay? So, I had to share that. I hope I didn't go off too much. And when the last one that came out, that Six of Swords, because I was just blown away. I'm like, okay, I can't take any more cards. This deck is like, oh my god. Okay, the Hermit was on the bottom. That's Virgo. Okay, yeah, I might just have to go through this deck one time and just like, that fucking would be forever. Probably I'm gonna trip the fuck out. But Ace of Pentacles. Okay. I'll have to show you on another video. I have a couple things on the computer that I need to share with you guys. But this W, okay, which is an E and an M and a 3, okay? And the cross of Tehran, like the circle with the cross, okay? You can make every letter, the whole alphabet from that, okay? And that W is very significant. I'll show you with the movie Willow. And you can find it for yourself if you're so inclined. Not in the very beginning, but when it gets to, it's pretty, just like a couple minutes in or whatever, but when it says Willow, when it says the title Willow, the two L's, they have like the swirly lines and not on anything else, and it was sticking out. I'm like, what do you want? And I think I might have even shared it in another video, but I can't remember. But God wants me to share it again, so I'll do it with the visual and show you what I'm talking about. But each top of the little L, they just add like a little stylized, they just stylize the lettering in the title Willow, okay? But the top of the two L's, each one has this little line, and it's written in blue, okay? And each one of the lines go into, back around over into the W, into each vessel, okay? The LL, Willow, the two L's do that, and they go back over here to the two waters, the vessel. That's what the W represents. But, whew, it's getting hot in this room. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles was at the top. Okay, this rebirth. This is the Big Bertha, the reborn card, and you can see it. Listen, yeah, and of the heart too. See all the green, the acorns, and this dragon, little baby, See, it's a circle of life. Okay, and then the Hermit card on the bottom, right? So, hello, honey boo boo. It's coming home. Right? Keep the light on for you. Alright. So, right, we've had past lives on other planets. Yeah. This deck is freaking awesome. Okay. I just had to share that because my son inspired that and that was so freaking awesome. I hope you found it to be a blessing. And yeah, love, peace, and blessings to all of you.